country, and it's going to destroy our country. I don't know what they're doing, and they don't know what they're doing. It's a very, very dangerous situation. I'd love not to be involved. Somebody else is supposed to be doing it.
Well, Mr. President, when do you think that you would go? When do you think you would go to the border?
Over the next couple of weeks. The Border Patrol wants me to go, probably over the next couple of weeks. I don't think there's a rush for me to go. He's supposed to go and make the decision. A very, very bad decision was stay in Mexico, where he ended that, and it's incredible. We're not getting along with Mexico any longer. You have a great president of Mexico who is fantastic to me. Soldiers on our border, 28,000 soldiers, stop people from coming in. You know, one of the big things, not only people, but drugs are pouring in at a number that we've never seen before now. We stopped it largely, and you know, the wall is just a few weeks away from being completed. He didn't want to complete it. It took 2.5 years to start because the Congress, the Democrats in Congress, Pelosi and everybody, sued us 11 different times. So after we won all the lawsuits we started, they should finish the wall, number one, and they should have the stay-in policy reinserted, because if you don't have that, this is going to be a disaster.
They're not going to do that, Mr. President. And the truth is that the president and the vice president have no public plans to visit the border. And do you suspect that you will get there before they do?
Well, I'm not looking to have a race. I'm looking to get a problem solved. This is going to destroy our country. You have potentially millions of people coming up over a fairly short period of time. And these are people that, in a large way, are not people that we want in our country. You have criminals coming up. You have murderers, rapists, drug dealers coming up. Because these countries, and I get along very well with the heads of every one of the countries, whether it's Guatemala, Honduras, or El Salvador, or Mexico. But, you know, they're not looking to have their finest people leave their country. But they don't mind if MS-13 leaves their country. And
But, Mr. President, we have no way to vet or identify who these people are. What should the administration be doing? And by the way, President Obrador, criticized the Biden administration and said, you know, that you had engaged and had a process together where you held them in Mexico. But, you know, now the Biden administration has ended all that. Why would they do that?
Well, we had a great process, and with the president of Mexico, who's a terrific guy and a friend of mine, we had a great process, and it was a strong process, and frankly, they weren't coming into Mexico by the time we really got it going, because they weren't coming in at Mexico's southern border. They weren't coming in because they knew they couldn't come into the United States, so you didn't have the problems. Now, once they say, we're letting you in, you're going to have, and they already have, if you take a look at the overtop shots or the airplane shots, we already have thousands and thousands of people marching up to our border. And we don't know who those people are, and they let them in. And then there's just nothing you can do. Once they're here, you're not going to get them out. It's a very serious problem, and getting worse.
Clearly, Susan Collins was at the border, Senator Susan Collins.